I grab your lines.
Hi, I'm Larry London, and on today's Border Crossings, we welcome Grammy-nominated soul singer Maysa. Discovered by Stevie Wonder and featured as the lead vocalist with the famous British jazz band Incognito, Maysa has established herself as a versatile and talented performer. Her new CD is called Love is a Battlefield, and her latest single is the title track. Originally a 1983 mega hit for Pat Benatar, the song Love is a Battlefield has a profound and uplifting meaning for Maysa, and she says this CD is one of her best. Born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland, Maysa has called London and Los Angeles home, only to find herself right back where it started in Baltimore. In 2009, she earned a Soul Train Music Award and spent several weeks at #1 on the jazz charts. Today, it's Maysa joining us on Border Crossings.
On and on and on.
Hi, this is Larry London. Welcome to Border Crossings. And in our studios today, celebrating her 26th year in music, all the way from Baltimore, Maryland, we welcome to D.C., Maysa. Well, that was a long drive.
Yeah, it's a long drive.
A long trip. Well, I know you grew up in the Baltimore area, but then you moved to L.A.
Yeah, I moved to L.A. In 1991.
And you became a backup singer with Stevie Wonder?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how did that all come together?
Well, my best friend was singing with him at my last year in school at Morgan State University in 1991. And so she asked me could I audition because Stevie was looking for an alto voice. And I passed my audition. And it was amazing. It was a very difficult audition. I passed the audition, and then I moved a year later because I had to finish my degree. So I had 1 year to go. And so a year later, I moved out to California, and Stevie was doing the Jungle Fever project with Spike Lee, and so I got to sing on that.
Wow.
My first professional gig was
right
that.
out of the gate. Wow. I'm sure you must have learned a lot at that point from him because he's quite a great tutor to have.
Yeah, he is.
Is he a perfectionist? I mean, was he tough to work with? Or?
No, I just think it's more it's all in your mind because you're singing with Stevie Wonder, and Stevie Wonder can hear everything is perfect hearing. So you kind of want to just be on point because it's such a big gig. It's such a prestigious gig to have. And so I think the pressure's more on each person.
And then after that, you went and added more pressure by becoming the voice of Incognito.
Yeah. Yep.
And you were with them for what, I think 9 albums or something?
More than that. Well, I've done so far, I think about 14.
14 albums altogether. But with Incognito, I think
with Incognito. Yeah, Incognito's 14.
Oh,
about
my
14.
goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we've done a lot. We kept going. We keep going. Every year we keep doing. I think we play tag team. Like I do an album one year and then they do an album next year or something like that.
What lane would you feel that Maysa fits best into? I mean, you've been obviously R&B influenced. And grew up listening to Luther and Natalie Cole and all the greats.
Yeah.
And then also you like some jazz.
Yeah.
And so where are you most comfortable? Where are you at home?
I think that's where I am. I like mixing jazz, funk, and soul together is my place. That's where, I kind of have to make up my own thing. Then, Shaka Khan did it. There's so many people have done it before me.
Right,
but I think that's the place where I like to be, the mixture of all that music together. They've called it so many names over the years, neo soul and new jazz and all this kind of stuff. But it's just soul music.
And now you've just put out a new album, which is album
number 13.
13. Wow. Lucky 13.
Yeah, it's solo. Yeah, 13 solo album.
And it's Call for Love? Is that what it is?
No, it's Love is a Battlefield.
Oh, the album's called Love is a Battlefield. Oh, well, that's great. So you're a fan of Pat Benatar, I read.
Yeah, I am. Absolutely.
So this is Pat Benatar's song? And you decided that's kind of R&B, jazz,
right?
Pat Benatar, where does she fit in all this?
And I think this. I just love the song so much, and I just wanted to kind of make it my vibe and kind of change the dynamic of the song as far as like the focus of it. It's more of a romantic. We thought it's a big romantic song, a big dance song, and everything from back in the day. A huge hit, and I just wanted to focus on the love being about love for the world and the universe and people. I think we've lost compassion. And so I want us to bring that back, and because I want to try to talk about that. So that's why I chose that song on the album. The rest of the songs are more on the traditional romantic, tip. So, but these are just,
So that's the first song you're gonna do for us?
Yeah.
Love is a Battlefield. All right, well, I'm gonna hand it over to you now because everybody's anxiously awaiting to hear you sing. Maysa's in our studios, so here's Love is a Battlefield.
Thank you.
You're begging me to go, making me stay. Why do you hurt me so bad? It would help me to know, do I stand in your way? Or am I the best thing you've had? Believe me, I can't tell you why, but I'm trapped by your love and I'm chained to your side. We are young, heartache to heartache we stand. No promises, no demands. Love is a battlefield. We are strong. No one can tell us we're wrong. Searching our hearts for so long, both of us knowing love is a battlefield. When I'm losing control, will you turn me away or touch me deep inside? And when all this gets old, will it still feel the same? There's no way this could die. But if we get much closer, I could lose control. And if your heart surrenders, you'll need me to hold. We are young, heartache to heartache we stand. No promises, no demands. Love is a battlefield. Oh, we are strong. No one can tell us we're wrong. Searching our hearts for so long, both of us knowing love is a battlefield.
Wow. That's amazing. Beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Maysa's our guest, and that is the title track to a new CD that just came out a couple weeks ago. Love is a Battlefield, originally done by Pat Benatar. Does she know that you did the song?
No, I don't know. I hope she does. I hope she likes it. I really do. It would mean the world to me.
That would be
if
great.
She liked it. Mhm.
Wow. That's such a powerful message.
It is.
And
it
you
is.
mentioned, it's about love because, hey, we need love now more than ever.
We do.
I mean,
Absolutely. I wish people would lead with it. I wish people would think first with love in their hearts. And I think we can fix a lot of things, but it seems like people are more, I don't know, they're scared. They want money more than anything. And that's sad. I think we should flip the script on that.
Now, you're a mom, too, and you have a
Yes, I
son
am.
named Jazz.
Uh-huh.
Now, how do you explain what's going on in the world to him? How do you talk to your child as a mom who's concerned about all this?
I just tell him to stay positive and surround himself with positive people. And I try to let him know that there's hope for the future. Because kids these days don't see a future. They don't see any hope of doing what they want to do. My son, I noticed they were having conversations about the same thing, that they don't know if they're going to be able to get jobs after college. They don't know if what they're going to do. And I always said, just follow your heart and follow your dream of what you want to do. And just do it, no matter what. Just do it every day, and it'll pay you in the future. But I just want him to be excited about. He wants to be a photographer, videographer, and music producer, and I'm going to encourage him fully to just live his dreams. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to enjoy being in these bodies and living this experience. We're not supposed to be stressed out and sad and just upset all the time. And I just don't want my son to live. I don't want anybody to live like that. So
How old is he?
17, almost
17.
18.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's at the door right now. He's
No.
ready to head out in the real world.
Yeah.
Now, he's got pressure on him because Mom is a very famous singer, and he's also got a name, Jazz.
I know.
You better live up to the name.
I know. Well, I just wanted him to have his last name's Akuru. It's like it's Nigerian, so I thought Jazz Akuru was such a cool name.
I love it. I love it. That's great. And you also you were involved with a March of Dimes with your son. You guys,
Yeah, back when he was little. When I first born, he was actually born in Osaka, Japan. I was on tour and I was on stage and my water broke on stage.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. And I
Wow.
was 6 months pregnant. So he was born at 25 weeks, and he was only 2 pounds. So he was very, very small. And I had to actually leave him in Japan. And now I know it was terrible. And so when I finally went back to get him, he had to gain weight. He had to be 5 pounds so he could be transported. And so when I went back home, I brought him home. I was watching him like a hawk, like as all mothers would do. And he seemed like he was turning blue, and it scared me. So I rushed him to he had a cold, and he was turning blue. So I rushed him to the hospital. And that's when I first heard about RSV, which is respiratory syncytial virus, which most kids under 2 years old get this, and they're hospitalized mostly because of this condition, which is when kids get a cold, kids are at risk, preemies or with heart disease or lung disease, when they're that risk factor. So when they get a cold, it can turn into a bronchial infection or pneumonia very quickly. And when they're so little and fragile, it gets really bad really fast. So this the medicine for it is called Synergist. It was called back in the day. I guess it's still that. And it was very expensive. And so I wanted to go out with the March of Dimes and kind of raise awareness and also raise money for mothers who can't afford the medicine. And that's probably, I would love to return to do that again.
Wow. On stage, here comes the baby. Then you have to leave your baby. You continued working and touring?
Well, we had 1 week left in Tokyo to do. We did we did Fukuoka, Osaka, and then Tokyo. So the band Incognito, they went on and did Tokyo. So I was in Osaka by myself and had the baby. And then they eventually all went home, and then I was still there. And so it was scary. But all the counselors, I had some incredible people from the embassy. They helped me there, and they did all this paperwork. And they told me to go home and be with my family until he gained 5 pounds. And then once he gained his weight, until he gained 3 pounds. Right. When he went to 5 pounds, they said I can come back and get him. So it took him about 2.5 months. So I had a very expensive phone bill because I called the hospital every day, all day long. Oh, my
goodness. Wow. You talk about unique stories.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, Maysa, you're on tour right now for your new album?
Yeah, we're promoting the album. And just doing some nice summer shows around the country and going to Spain in October. So I'm excited, really excited.
You enjoy performing for the international audiences?
I do. I miss it. I want to do a lot more. I haven't done a lot lately, and I want to return to that. So I think it's going to happen soon.
In your perspective, what's the difference between performing here and internationally? What are the difference in the audiences? Because we're broadcasting to an international audience.
The international audiences, it's just amazing. The energy, it's like they're so appreciative. You coming to their country or whatever, so their cities, and so it's so amazing. What it is that you go to a different country and they're singing your music in English. And so when I can't speak the language back to them, that's really strange. So I try to learn a little bit every time we go to different places. But it just seems like, people in America appreciate music. I'm not saying that, but when you go internationally, it's just a different energy.
Oh yeah,
it's a big, beautiful energy.
Do you have favorite places you like to go?
Well, I miss London, of course, but I loved. We've been everywhere. Incognito's taken me all across the world, and I love Italy. I love France. I love Germany. I love. We've been everywhere. So
is that a part of the tour? Is it an international tour?
No. This is just only with the exception of Spain. This is only here in the States right now. We'll see.
Hopefully you'll get out there and promote the new album around the world.
Yeah, I would love to.
Because we're
working on London too. I got some talks about London, so we'll see.
All right. Maysa's got a new album out. Love is a Battlefield. If you wouldn't mind doing another song for us.
Yes, I think next song I'm going to do for you is a song that I wrote about. I wrote it for everybody. It's an inspirational song from my last. It was the last album or one before that. I'm not sure.
Hard to keep track.
I know it's hard to keep track on 13, but this song means a lot to me because it's about chasing your dreams and doing stuff. You get to a certain age of life when you sacrifice for everyone, and you don't do anything for yourself because you're waiting for that time when everybody else is taken care of. But in this world, we know that life is short, so we need to do it now and enjoy being in our bodies and experiencing the good part of life. And so this is why I wrote this song. It's called Inside My Dream.
Here's Maysa.
It's 5 a.m. and I've been awakened by your story. My mind is telling my heart. It's saying, baby, don't you worry, you never have to fear. It's telling me to rest my weary soul and let my spirit heal. It's giving me another lesson and how to keep my faith alive. To get the world I want to see, I just need to close my eyes. At night I enter another world where my fantasy becomes my reality. A place I never ever want to leave. I just wanna live inside my dream. Whoa. Ooh, hey. Ah. It's 3 a.m. and my soul's been awakened by a story. My mind is telling my heart. Oh yes, it's saying, baby, don't you worry, you never have to. You never have to fear. It's telling me to rest my weary soul and let my spirit heal. It's giving me another lesson, how to keep my faith alive. To get the world I want to see, all I need to do is close my eyes. Hey, another world where my fantasy becomes my reality. A place I never ever want to leave. I just want to live inside my dream. Oh, my fantasies are wrapped deep in my soul. I know that the key is to really let go. And the things I desire are all in my mind. I relax my fears, it will all come in time. Hey, another world where my fantasy becomes my reality. I never want to leave, I just want to live inside my dream. Yes, I want my fantasy to be my reality. All I gotta do is close my eyes and dream. I never, ever, ever wanna leave. I just wanna live inside my dream. Yes.
Wow, beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Are you
Thank you.
professionally trained, or how did you
Yes.
develop your voice?
I have a degree in classical performance from Morgan State. Trained to be an opera singer, but I
Really?
did, yes. I decided I wanted to sing jazz music.
When did you decide music was what you wanted to do?
Wow, when I was 6 years old, my mother took me to see the play Pearlie in Baltimore, and when Melba Moore came out on stage, I lost my mind. Like I saw the costumes and the lights, and when she opened her mouth and sang, I just knew then I wanted to do whatever she was doing to make me feel that way. I
Wow.
wanted to do the same thing.
Wow, you've done such a great job, and so many albums, and touched so many lives, and of course the awards. You were nominated
Yeah.
for a Grammy. You won
Yeah.
a Soul Train award. That must have been a highlight for you.
It was fantastic. It was a surprise. You know, I was sitting in the audience and I saw it was so loud. There was so much going on, but I saw them do the nominees, and I just looked at. So I talked to my friend. I just didn't think I was going to win, so we were just talking, and they put my picture back up, and it said winner, and I was like, "What
Me?
did it say?"
What? Woo?
Yeah,
What?
I just went crazy at that point. I was just screaming, so that was fun.
Did you, come on, be honest with me. Did you have a speech ready?
No, I didn't. 'Cause I
No.
didn't think I was going to win. I really didn't. I was just honored to be nominated, and that's how I feel. It's like the nomination is the thing that I wanted my whole life in both instances, and so, you know, when I got them, I was just like, okay, I got it, and I'm happy.
Well, it's been a career with many highlights. Can you pick one that you can share with us?
Wow, so many. I mean, first one, you know, singing with Stevie, and then auditioning over the phone to become the lead singer of Incognito.
Over the phone?
I did.
How'd you do that over the phone?
Well, Bluey called me to have a conversation about when they were going to fly me to London for an audition. And then he asked me to sing to him on the phone. And I did. I sang Don't You Worry About a Thing.
Wow.
And I sang it. And he said, okay, well, my manager will call you tomorrow about your flight and stuff. And then the next morning, his manager called me. He said, girl, I don't know what you sang to Bluey, but you got the gig. So
Save us the airfare. You just join them on tour. Wow, that's fantastic. And you have been influenced by quite a few singers. And now these days, you say that you're a fan of Justin Bieber, among many.
I am. I've been, you know, it's Justin Bieber came through my nieces. And that, you know, I took them to a show. And during the concert, I the song, As Long As You Love Me, stuck with me somehow. So I went to the show with them. I wanted to see them do it live, you know, because I wanted to see it. And plus they needed the chaperone, so I had to. So I went to the show and I was thinking I took a book. Like I said, I'm going to be bored. Let me just look at this. But I was mesmerized the whole show. I just loved his performance, and you know, and so I just think that he just hasn't gotten he's gotten a lot of press for whatever reasons, the wrong reasons. But he's really a great musician, and so I just wanted to. I just wanted to pay tribute to that kind of thing. I just love the song, the lyrics, the lyrical content is fantastic. I just think those words, as long as you love me. You know, I'll be your platinum, I'll be your silver, and I'll be your gold. Like what better love is that? You know, so I think that's beautiful, a beautiful sentiment. So I just wanted to put that out there.
And what kind of advice would you give to somebody who wants to get into music? It's a tougher business now, I'm sure, than when you started. So what would you advise to people?
Just be an individual and to hone your craft and be as good as you can and just be a super professional and just love what you do and make it more about a spiritual thing, like being a vehicle for work from the universe, from God, from the universe, that you're supposed to be here to help people and to make people feel better and help them go through their life experiences. That's what this gift is for. And once people make it about ego and make it about them, it loses a lot of specialness. So I just hope that, and then of course, if you try to be like somebody else, if you try to be the next Beyonce, you can't do that because Beyonce is still Beyonce.
Right.
You know, even with people who have moved on, they've established that who they are. So any young kids coming into it, just be an individual, be who you are, and make it great. And I think that's the best I could do. And then get a really good manager and attorney. Just get through life. That's how you do it.
Now you think 13 albums by now you kind of got a set sound. But one thing I've noticed about you is you reinvent yourself on all the different albums. You kind of change a little bit, change a little around, and that's great. I mean, that's what keeps you relevant. It keeps any artist relevant and interesting and appealing.
Yeah, it's been a blessing. The 26 years I've been in the game and still making records. That's a lot.
You must have started at 3.
No.
You got your birthday coming up in August.
Yeah. So I'll be 51 years old.
Really? Oh, no way. No way. Well, happy birthday. What do you got planned for your birthday? Touring, that's it?
I think I want to I haven't been on vacation ever, so I want to take a vacation. And I think I'm going to try to do that around my birthday time.
You deserve one.
Tell
your boss.
Okay.
Whoever maybe you're the boss. Maybe you own your record. You own your own record label?
No, I don't. I have worked with Shawnee Entertainment, but one day I will.
All right.
Let's see.
And what do you want to do next? I mean, you got the album out. It's a new album. Songwriters always have things in their head. They're always working on ideas and plans.
Right.
Can you let us into your head and give us a little insight into what maybe the future?
The future is for musically. I want to do a dance record, a fully strong, bona fide dance record. But I'm also going into theater. I did some theater this year.
Wow,
yeah,
great.
So I was really excited about that, and it was like real theater, not like the kind of just fluffy stuff. I had to really actually learn lines and stuff. So I had to do that. So I was scared at first, but now that I've come away from it, I think I can do it again.
Well, you're beautiful, you're talented, so there's nothing's holding you back. That's for sure.
you.
And I love your nails. Look at those nails. I mean, tell me about those nails. That's
Oh no, it's just because I hold the microphone, I kind of get my nails done.
And I
It's
see
just something
girls
to-
like to get one different color than the others. I'm a guy, so you got to help me understand what that's all about.
It's just for fun. It's just a little. It's
You're a
just
little glitter
thing.
girl. Is that what you are? A little glitter on.
Just a little glitter. You know, girls love bling.
Yes,
They have the
you got your
bling
bling
a
going.
little bit.
Masa's our guest, and I'd ask you to do another song if you would
Okay,
mind.
cool.
That'd
Yep.
be
This
great.
song we're gonna do is a song that's I'm pretty much known for. From a group Incognito, we recorded this song in 1992. So this song is 25 years old.
Wow!
And
Happy
it's
birthday
still,
song!
Oh yeah, no, everything's got a birthday around it. So yeah, 25 years old, and this song was written about my son's father and myself. When I first joined the band Incognito, I fell in love with one of the band members almost immediately.
Uh-oh.
And yeah,
Uh-oh.
there's a lot of drama.
That's a no-no.
Yeah, but he turned out to be a 007 international playboy. I didn't know that. I thought he was gonna be my husband. So that kind of just messed up my plans a little bit. But we're still friends to this day, and we got a beautiful son out of it. So, but back in the day, when we were on tour and stuff, it was really difficult. And the band saw us go back in and out of relationship constantly on the road because it was what we were doing. So it's one day we'd be my boyfriend, next day he'd be somebody's boyfriend in Japan. You know, it's like it'd be something different. So it's always some drama. And so Bluey, the leader of the band, he saw this and he said, "Mates, you gotta leave him alone. Really, he's not the right one." And so I didn't follow the advice. So he said, "I'm gonna write this song for you." And when I got to the studio and sang it, I mean, everybody cried. I mean, I was crying in the studio. I was crying during the song, but you can't really hear it. But and Bluey, when I came out the studio, he was crying. The engineer was crying. The people making coffee was crying. I mean, it was weird.
I got to go get tissues now.
No.
All right.
No, it's okay now. So this song is called Deep Waters.
All right, Deep Waters. Here's Maysa.
Long intro.
Is it a crime for me to be feeling this way? I'm going out of my mind, and there's no change from my runaway love. Is it a dream that I'm throwing in the wishing well? I'm losing control, body and soul. Ah, yes, standing here waiting for a train that may never come. I saw the signs, I read the book, I should have had a second look. 'Cause boy, you caught me dreaming. And there were times you'd come around and we'd agree just to be friends. Tell me who was fooling? Ooh, deep waters I'm drowning in. Deep waters, slowly drowning in deeper, deep waters I'm drowning in. Deep waters, slowly drowning in deeper. What can I say, baby, where words have failed me before? What do I do when I'm feeling so blue? And there's no place for me to run and hide. I saw the sun inside your smile and wished for more than just a while. 'Cause boy, you caught me dreaming, dreaming. A giant step into the dark. We threw caution to the wind. Tell me who was fooling? Ooh, baby. Deep waters, baby. I'm drowning, baby. Deep sugar, yeah. Deep waters, I'm drowning in deep waters, yeah. Slowly drowning in deeper, deep waters, baby. I'm drowning in deep sugar, yeah. Oh, I'm drowning. I'm drowning, baby. Deep sugar, yeah. Sa-da-diddle-dee, sa-da-diddle-diddle-diddle-dee, sa-da-diddle-diddle-diddle-dee, da-dee-da-da, ba-da-da-dee-da-da-da-dee. Deeper and deeper, da-da-diddle-dee, da-da-dee, sa-da-diddle-dee, da-da-dee, sa-da-dee-da-da-da, sa-da-dee-da-da-da. Deep waters, I'm drowning in, yeah. Deep waters, yeah. Slowly drowning in deeper, deep waters. I'm drowning in, yeah. Deep waters, yeah. Slowly drowning in deeper. Drowning deeper, baby. Deeper, baby. That's it.
Nice. I felt the tears coming. I felt the tears coming. Maysa, that's that beautiful song.
Thank you, honey.
And you learn a lesson: never cross a songwriter. That's why never cross a songwriter.
That's it.
Wow. Now, how many songs do you think you've written over the years? Because I know 13 albums. You're probably writing all the
Right.
time.
I know, I
Many
do.
things inspire you, and you get an idea, and then all of a sudden you got to narrow it down for
Yeah, I
an
do.
album, which
I
is a
know.
tough part of the
What
process.
I've been blessed is that usually I get inspired when I make my records. I kind of go into this zone where I drive and then I, just keep driving and stuff sometimes for hours. And if I hear something and I kind of write down, I sing it into my phone while I'm driving or something. And it seems like it just, the songs always come for that particular record. So I think that's
And
why.
the new album, Love is a Battlefield, it's all about love.
Yes,
and
it
the
is.
message that we all need to be listening to right now.
Absolutely.
We need love. We need healing.
Yes.
We need
absolutely
guidance.
healing.
I think we're kind of
Yeah,
lost
I know.
right now.
We are.
And so if people want to get your album, it's iTunes and Amazon, and I'm sure on your website
In my
as well.
website, yeah, Maysa.com.
And people can reach out to you and find out where you're performing, the tour
Yeah.
schedule, and how about social media? Are
I'm
you
on
active
that
on?
Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Pinterest, and I think that's it.
Wow.
I can't do any more. It's
You
too
do
hard.
it all. Wow. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
thank you
And
for having me.
congratulations on the new album and the
Thank you.
tour and the future budding acting career and everything else going on. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You
too.
you
Thank
just kind of radiate positivity.
Oh, that's good.
Beautiful
I
smile.
feel happy right now. I just want everybody else to be happy.
Yes. And so again, your website.
Maysa.com. Maysa.com.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Our guest today has been Maysa. The album is Love is a Battlefield. I'm Larry London. This is VOA TV.